These moon boys told you that Thanksgiving was bullish for Bitcoin. These moon boys told you that the institutions are here, Kirby. We'll never dip again. My friends, don't forget that as these moon boys continued to pump up the parabolic express, telling you that it was the most bullish occurrence in all of history of Bitcoin to buy into a double top resistance, that it was Don Carbonaccio pointing out the potential warning signs in the chart of a bearish debacle coming out of a double bearish divergence of an upward sloping parallel channel that, if broken, could result in a plunge deep down into the crypto abyss. And here we are today, my friends, just one day after Turkey Day, and we find ourselves in that abyss indeed. We need to discuss the realistic expectations for the Bitcoin price moving forward here. And unfortunately, for the bulls at least, unfortunately, there are several signals flashing red inside this chart right now. And if you're new to this channel, I'm going to tell you this. I don't believe anybody else is ever going to show you the signals that I'm about to show you here today. So let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. If you can't already tell, the Don is fired up. And before we begin here, if you could, please smash that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps the channel. And if you're brand new, you've probably already figured it out, but welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. All right, my friends. Now, just a quick recap. As I pointed out in the beginning of the video, we did see a double bearish divergence here on the 4-hour time frame, and it did lead to a decline into the crypto abyss. Also, if we go to the daily time frame here on the RSI, there also was another bearish divergence, right? Higher highs on the price, lower highs on the RSI indicator. We then fell out of this upward sloping parallel channel upon losing the support here and losing the prior low, right? Moving to a lower low, we have seen a decline to the next level of old historic confluence, which is right about at this level here around 17,700. Now, this is where things begin to get interesting, because before we go into the indicators, I just do want to point out that if there were a spot for this pullback to come back to and launch again, I mean, this is certainly one of those areas, right, my friends? We are right now in between the 0.236 and the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement, right? We could see here that there is a confluence here of old resistance, which has now, at least on a very micro local level, been acting as some tentative support. This, in my opinion, would be the most shallow retrace for the Bitcoin price, meaning that if this is going to remain super bullish, and by super bullish, I mean if we are going to see the Bitcoin price just continue to rocket through all-time highs, I mean, this would be one of the most staunch bullish signs for me personally, if Bitcoin is able to find support where it is now and continue to make a new higher high. I mean, this would just be showing that, hey, the bulls are willing to step in at any point in this trend where there is a little bit of confluence that could act as support. And if that is in fact the case, I mean, that's definitely, in my opinion, a very, very bullish sign here. So keep that in mind as we move forward. But now, this is kind of where the peaches and cream ends, folks. And I'm sorry, little James.
Oh, Kirbywood, finally, my $100 worth of Bitcoins, it turned into $142.
My friend, just listen up. As a analyst, I need to observe this chart from the most realistic perspective that I can, right? You need to block out all of the moon boy degeneracy that you see, right? Thanksgiving's bullish for Bitcoin, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Old Man Sycamore's yard sale down on 4th Avenue, probably bullish for Bitcoin. My friend, these moon boys, they don't understand that the charts tell a story, right? Fundamentals are one thing. The charts are another. And for me, I let the charts tell the story, not the fundamentals. So let's go into these concerning indicators right here, right now. All right, first up, we are going to look at the moving averages here on the 4-hour time frame. Just a little bit of concern here for me, folks, as right now we are seeing the short-term moving average slope below the longer term, right? This is the 20 going below the 50. Okay, right now we're not looking at the daily time frame because obviously everything is overextended in such an upward sloping parabolic move. We're looking here at the 4-hour time frame for clues as to, hey, is it possible that this actually could be a double top bearish scenario here around that $19,000 roughly mid $19,000 double top all-time high peak zone, right? Could we be due for this real sharp correction here? Okay, we're looking for clues here. Now, on the 4-hour, as I've just stated, the 20 moving average here on the 4-hour time frame is now below the 50. This is a classic little death cross here, okay? This is a little bit of a concern for me, especially as we've now lost the upward sloping support of this parallel channel, okay? Watch out for that, possibly a back test into there. Could we see this act as resistance? Just keep it on your radar, at least as a possibility. Now, another momentum indicator I want to look at here is the alligator. I love the alligator. I've shown you guys this for a very long time now. It's a momentum indicator. Basically, what you're looking for are for twists of the green above the red and the blue, or a twist down with the green below the red and the blue, and then the bands to continue to widen and the price to either be trading above it or below it, signaling potential further strength in the momentum of the direction of that trend. Let's get this crypto. Right now, my friends, just look at it. Look how picture perfect this was. Just a cross, a loss of support, trading below, and now widening bands. I mean, this is certainly a definitive change in the trend here, right? Look at it. This is on the 4-hour time frame again. Just keep that on your radar. Notice all of this action here, right, on the way up, trending upwards. Right now, for the first time, we haven't seen anything like this on the parabolic move, right? Just keep that on your radar, that as far as I could see on this whole way up, we have not seen anything that looks like this, furthering the potential for further bearish action to the downside. Let's get this crypto. Now we have to look at some very concerning things here on the daily time frame, my friends. And these are going to get juicy indeed. And once more, my friends, just in case you haven't already, that thumbs up would really be appreciated right now, my friends. Just click it. Thank you. And if you're brand new, here's your chance once more to subscribe to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel, okay? Now, here on the daily time frame, we're going to look at two indicators here, the NVT and the DPO. We'll begin here with the DPO. All right, and let's just get this nice and large here so we can identify what's going on. Now, the DPO is the detrended price oscillator. And what this is looking for is similarities in the structural component, essentially, of the trend, okay? It's taking price out of the equation and looking for similarities in possible market cycle structures. Now, if you notice here, along the bottom, we have a range of significant confluence dating all the way back into 2018, all the way into current day 2020, with our last bottom right here, right, of the cycle coinciding down in this area once more. Now, notice this is an area where the trend has found significant support, after large heinous dumps, okay? And you could notice that the price, right, even though this bottom was down here, right, or rather up here, that we saw the DPO was in the exact same spot all the way back in 2018. So just so that you can understand how the detrended price oscillator works, okay? Now notice the tops. Along the top, we've seen a bunch of similar occurrences, right? Take over here, for example, 3 lower highs, but the DPO was the same on all of them, and they all were major tops, right? So you could see how that trend oscillator right there is showing you potential areas of cyclical resistance and support, all right? So fast forward now all the way into the current day. Right now, we have seen a tentative peak here on the DPO and a stark decline. And the only other area that we've gotten remotely up to this price was right back there in July or June of 2019, my friends. And what do you know? Look where it is. Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner. Tofu if you're vegan. Right up there at our last serious cycle top around 14,000 before we plunged into the abyss down into the $3,000 range. If you could believe that this is right at that area again, is it possible that the DPO is telling us that the at least short-term cycle top is in, right? And that we could possibly see a pop from here? I don't want to rule it out of the equation, because to me, my friends, this does look quite concerning. The good news is that if we've seen Bitcoin go so high so far up in this trend, right? If we do see a savage pop back down, possibly to test into this green box here, anywhere basically from 14,000 down to the $12,000 range, if we were to see a heinous correction of that magnitude, maybe it's possible that we do see the DPO wind up in this cyclical range of tentative support, right down in here. And that's where we possibly look to bottom out, form a new baseline of support upon this old macro resistance, and truly begin to build a base for a new potential bull market. Let's get this crypto. Very interesting, right, my friends? Just putting it on your radar. Trust me, these moon boys out there, you just don't understand. You can keep saying that, my friend, but I'm just showing you here the possibilities for the trend, right? The more information that we all have at our fingertips, the more analysis that we look at gives us a better perceived edge over the market to make educated decisions for ourselves, okay? I'm just trying to sift through the Moonboy Garbaggio here and give you an alternate perspective, okay? Now, let's take a look here at the NVT. This is an on-chain analysis indicator, okay? This is network value to transactions. Throughout Bitcoin's history, this thing has been an absolute beast in terms of calling cycle tops and some cycle bottoms. I mean, just look back here, my friends. Peak, 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 all red, all led to catastrophic debacles, right? Now, if we move forward here, just notice this one, $20,000 peak, peak, over here before our capitulation into the abyss, peak, peak, $14,000 top, peak, abyss. Over here, all the moon boys got excited again, right? Carbonacio, finally, support, peak, dump into the abyss, okay? But it was a black swan, Kirby. Yes, but the NVT also was red before the black swan in March. Keep that in mind. Very powerful indicator here. Then we had our peak over here in the red before our 20% dump. And right now, we have seen the NVT flashing red once more. My friends, mix it all into the pot that, above all else, we have essentially tapped a very critical area in this trend. A double top, all-time high double top. Would you not expect some psychological resistance around that range? I certainly was, and I've been pointing it out here on this stream. If you are subscribed to this channel, which you should be, you would know that I was pointing out the possibility for a psychological all-time high double top rejection, possibly before we continue the real bull market. And right now, mix that line of resistance into the pot with all of these indicators that, once again, I don't believe anybody else is really going to be showing you these. So share this video with your friends and other traders as well, as this is crucial information, I believe, for them to see. So share this video, all right? Right now, take it for what it is. Of course, past performance does not indicate future results. I'm just stating that this is concerning for me here, my friends. We are seeing that NVT in the red, and we are seeing a possible loss of the parabolic uptrend here, right? Just keep in mind, this parabolic shape right now is really looking like it's been broken for the first time up, right? We are finally seeing a break of the parabolic support structure, right? And maybe it's time for this parabolic shape to actually do parabola in the other direction. That is why it's called parabola when it looks like this, right? U shapes up or U shapes down, right? V shapes down, V shapes up. That's generally a parabolic shape. Okay, and what goes up very fast, just as we've seen here, does have the possibility to drop very fast. I'm not saying that it has to drop. As I've pointed out, we could possibly see support found inside this Fibonacci range. It's certainly possible. But my friends, I just wanted to put it on your radar that there are several signals flashing red. There are several signals giving warning signs, such as the DPO, the NVT, the moving averages on the 4-hour time frame, a death cross between the 20 and the 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, and the alligator on the 4-hour time frame, seeing a significant trend change for the first time in this parabolic uptrend. Let's get this crypto. My friends, right now, I am going to be strategizing for my next trade setup idea. If you want to see exactly how the Don Carbaraccio will be preparing my next trade setup idea to potentially crush this market and get this crypto, my friends, I post all of that exclusive content in VIP. If you are not already in my VIP, then what are you waiting for? Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now. I have not been aggressively looking for trade setup ideas right here. This type of action at the potential blow off top of a parabolic trend, it's possible that we see an immense amount of whipsaw choppy action, just like we did at our 14K blow off top. This type of action here, whipping like this, very, very difficult to trade. You go long, right? Very easy to get stopped out on a whipsaw, only for it to go back up, right? You go short, very easy to think that I'm in a good trade, curb, and then you get whipsawed out, right? V shapes up and down, very, very difficult. The Don right now is awaiting for what I perceive to be a decisive break in the trend to give me an edge over the market to potentially crush it like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can and get this crypto. And when I see that, I'm preparing to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. So like I've stated, my friends, if you do want to see all of that exclusive content from the Don, you will get that in VIP. Let's get this crypto. Okay. Now, on that note, seriously, my friends, one last time, if you could leave that thumbs up, seriously, it helps the channel immensely. So thank you. And if you're brand new, it's your last chance. I'm going to keep you updated with analysis just like this nearly on a daily basis. Stuff that you just won't find anywhere else. So hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all. Let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. Okay, my friends, on that note, I will see you all in VIP right now after this video. And until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.